Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to be making this video because I think there is a lot of disappointment over the new Zeldris. I did a community poll. Beats did this video and another video that I'm going to be going over basically because I basically agree with him like 100%. Right here. Okay. What do you guys think about the new Zelda so far? And 54% out of 683 votes say that he looks okay. 37% are disappointed and 9% love him. I think I'm in the he looks okay. Like, he just looks like another Zeldris. He looks like the green Zeldris, to be honest. He's almost the same, basically technically worse now since the new Zeldris just got a relic, and so now the green Zeldris will just out CC if you are able to get that relic. If you can't, then it's like whatever, because like probably like 10 people on global can even get it. But yeah, it's just kind of weird that they made him a limited unit and didn't just like release him 1 month after Esteros, so that way they could at least drop their double fest, or they could have just waited till like when Gother dropped last year, which is in about a month and a half, I think. They could have just done that, and then just drop something else. But then maybe that's when they want to drop Chandler, and they just wanted, they're just like, oh, let's just get him out of the way, and now people are disappointed and probably not going to summon unless they're an absolute Zeldris simp, or they just want GP, because that's why I'm summoning. I want GP. That's about it. But Beats did this video a few days ago. Also, go subscribe to Beats. Probably my favorite Red Cross YouTuber. He watches me as well. He commented on my Bellion video. Poggers. But this is his one. I won't cover him up. Where he talks over how Zeldris has some big boots to fill, and it's 100% true.
Yeah, so look at all the predictions and what people want him to be, right?
Yeah,
so
like this is crazy. They want him to have good demon support and good banner. That's actually true. I think he's good demon support, because he has the infix, so you can get to the red Tarmiel grace, because that's like the worst thing. Also, where is it? Oh, never mind. I read it wrong. I thought it said not restricted commandment, and I was like, they're technically not wrong. Because he doesn't have one. I don't know why people thought he was going to get a commandment. He obviously wasn't. In the show, he does not have a commandment when he's in that form. It was so obvious. Even I know that, and I didn't even pay attention. But a good banner, double AoE, I think that would have been too broken unless it was like a counter and it hit everyone. Then you can counterplay it. But if it was just a straight up double AoE, I think it would have been too broken, because then you get a really good unit with 66 KC without a relic, which is really good compared to the Demon Henderson that has like 7 CC. AoE, in fact, they did get that. Red Tarmiel on the banner, they got that good in both PvP and PvE. I don't know how good he is in PvE, but honestly, I think that's a stupid one. Y'all like jumped on me for saying I wanted Diane in PvP and PvE, so you can't have your Zeldris in PvE and PvP. Very high CC. I don't know if I would count 66k is very, very high, because Diane, Ellie, and Trainer Melly all have 68 without relics. But when you take into account that he is not a festival, I think 66k is very high, because festivals obviously get treated much differently in terms of stats because they're festival units. Ooh, and then there's Lost Raven with like 2 CC. Good commandment to replace Esterosa. I think that is the worst one on here. I don't know who would want to replace Esterosa. If anything, maybe replace him as the damage dealer and Esteros becomes a support unit. But if that happens, he'd have to do like 2 million damage a hit. And we would just get massive power creep in terms of like damage reduction. Like, we are going to get some huge power creep units to be able to either A, cleanse all gray debuffs, or 2, get absolutely fucking tanky to where Esterosa is useless. It's gonna happen eventually. Like, we're gonna get some sort of like tank unit that's just gonna be like, Esterosa, you're a joke, and just flick him away. Gives immunity to debuffs for demons. I mean, that could be pretty cool, but like you could still easily kill them, and like you don't need debuffs to like do a lot of damage. Does that help? Yes, but Mega DPS. I think he is actually a Mega DPS with his pulverized card, especially if you take into, because I think I saw like a 1.4 million damage pulverized card. Granted, it was on Twitter, and maybe they did something, but like, yeah, that I saw a lot of damage. Good for dogs. He's not a PvE unit, so yeah, I didn't expect him to be good for the dogs, but
it's quite funny because it's actually really, really true. A lot of people want it to be so many different things that
they set him up
it's
for failure.
most likely gonna be a massive disappointment when this guy does drop.
You guys expected so much. He is a limited time unit, which I think is stupid. Like, he should have just been on the regular base banner. I think that is probably the worst part about Zeldris, because you'll probably never pull him unless you pull for this banner. But yeah, everyone hyped him up so much, but he wasn't a festival unit, and realistically, not that many units are like that meta that aren't fest units. Like, almost every single match, like the only ones I can think of would be Lilia, Green Sario, Red Tournament, but that's because they have graces. I mean, I guess Sario actually doesn't even need the grace, to be honest. I think her grace isn't even that great compared to the Tarmiels. Also, look at that Beats pause. Jesus, what a hot man. And then Mono is pretty good. Brunhild is pretty good. Like, there's not that many, and those are like Ragnarok units, and those are like their favorite units right now, so they kind of want to make them at least useful. So, I mean, there's not too many.
But hey, he's obviously Zeldris. He's by far the best looking Zeldris in terms of actual movesets. Maybe when we get the green eye one, that could be arguably the better Zeldris here, but
I don't know about you, but I hate this look of Zeldris. Like, he looks scary to me. He looks very nervous. But yeah, go watch that video. I'm not gonna watch the full thing. But then he has this one. Holy shit, his demeanor changed. He looks like an anime villain. Okay, well, I don't know where it is, but he brings up a point saying where he thinks that this is like a part 1 version of Zeldris, and I want to say that's what I think too, because like Zeldris doesn't really start doing anything, and then Escanor transforms into, like, I guess he starts throwing them around with his Ominous Nebula Zeldris, and then Escanor transforms into the ultimate, the one or whatever it's called, and then absolutely like dicks him down, and then I think he transforms again or powers up again. I think. I don't know. I watched the anime like one time, and it was all in Japanese with no subtitles, so I didn't know what was going on. But
and go over some of the reasons why people think this guy is mid and why people are skipping him. So, boys, this is jumping.
Okay, well, what did that say? I don't know. I think that he should have just had an AoE taunt. You know, if they attacked, it was like Sario's attack basically. Because when you look at his attack skills, it does look like it. I think he brought it up in this video instead. Because it looks like double AoE. Yeah, right here.
We're going to go through my predictions about what you could do, as well as go through some
like
actual,
this card is
I guess,
AoE.
predictions
this is
I
the debuff one.
because there's a funny Reddit post I want to go over, so let's just jump in. If you guys are new,
and then this is the one, but it looks like it's an AoE. Like, it looks like it's covering the entire field. It's expansive. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to try to find the exact part. But I basically agree with Beats. Like, they hyped him up so much to be too broken when he wasn't a festival unit. And favorite animation in this game, he hits the enemy for 5k. Why can't they just make up this man a powerful independent unit? I do agree. He should have been his own unit. He should not need Estarosa's passive in order to hit really, really hard. I genuinely agree. Like, you have to run him. Like, I think it's okay that they run him on Demon Team because, like, realistically, when did the Demons ever not only work with the Demon Team? But if they simply would have just made the Demon Team better, it would have been okay. Or maybe make him work with, like, I guess he's not really the movie Zeldris. I don't really know. They obviously limit it because lore reasons, but then they go against a lot of the other lore, so I don't know. In my opinion, the way they could have fixed him is just give him an AoE taunt. That way, whenever you attacked, it applied the darkness because of Estarosa. Because you're going to run him with Estarosa. Like, he has to be with demons. If he wasn't with demons, I don't really know what they could have given him. Because his passive just, like, unless it's just like, oh, bring one of each different race, but then that's literally just Gother's passive. So it's like, okay, well, what do we do there? Like, I don't know. Because, I mean, you could just basically bring Green Gother and Zeldris, and you would get a better passive. Because you lower their attack, but, I mean, you can just bring Ragnarok Bond in the back and then lower their attack either way as well. So, I mean, I don't know. I guess overall, give him an AoE taunt. Give him a commandment, because people are crying about that for some reason. I don't understand why. He doesn't have a commandment, so he shouldn't need one. And also, they're very lazy, guys. I don't know what you guys expected. They're very lazy. And I don't know. I don't think his stats are bad. I think his stats are really good from what I saw. Yeah, just give him an AoE taunt. That way there's a chance to proc the double AoE if people attack. You know, like when Goddess, the green or Light Liz is on the field, you never attack into the Sario. I would have beaten, I was on stream, I fought Chixua, and I 100% would have won because I ult rushed. But I used all 3 of my cards, attacked him, the taunt did like no damage. But then Liz procced her passive, and she obliterated me in like 2 attacks, and it was just dreadful. So if there's some sort of a counterplay, I think it's balanced. But if there's no counterplay, I think it's boring and stupid. There needs to be counterplay in this game. And they kind of didn't really give him any chance because they gave him a single target pulverized card. Maybe if it was an AoE taunt and if it attacks, it drains the enemy as well. That could have been really cool because then he wouldn't have to only work with Estarossa. He could definitely work on his own because AoE drain is really, really broken, especially because you're probably going to want to attack to dump cards, to ult rush, etc., etc. But that's just my opinion. I definitely do think that he is a very mid. Like, he's not terrible, but the green unit, the green Zeldris, in my opinion, is still better, especially because he does have a relic. But obviously, like 99% of the players don't have it for probably another few weeks. Because I think most people can beat floor 1. Like, most people who've been playing a while, okay? Not like people who picked up the game a month ago. But, yeah, let me know down below, what would you do to change Zeldris? I'm genuinely curious. And no, don't go beyond. Don't make him absolutely broken. I don't think that's fair because Estros is the brand new festival unit. They want you to summon for the brand new festival unit. And then they want you to summon on Zeldris because people simp for Zeldris. That is literally the reason they made this unit. They made him shirtless. Come on. Like, go lick his abs or something. I don't know. Either way, hope you guys enjoyed. Take care. Peace out. Also, go subscribe to Beats. Favorite content creator for 70S. Yeah, peace.